This is the time. Here's one thing that I ask you to do. Don't bust out the back door. If you do, I'll ask you to testify. If you've got kids, wrangle them. If they've got cell phone in their hands, tell them to put it down. Because what is about to happen is folks need to get to God and they do not need distractions. If it's your kids, they may need God. They may not be saved this morning. And an Apple product will not get them to heaven. You need to teach them that. Ask for your undivided attention. Nobody looking around, every head bowed, every eye closed. If you're struggling this morning, you need God to move. You need God to move on something in your life now, today. Slip your hand up and back down. Nobody sees it but me. Hands going up everywhere. If that's you, you've not raised your hand. I want you to just put your hand back up and back down. God sees them. God sees them. Just where my heart's at is that God's ready to rekindle. God's ready to get rid of some grudges. Some things that you're bound by. God's just ready to. He's revealing to you the answer, and that answer is trusting in Him. Giving it 100% and fully submitting to Him, every bit of it. Not keeping 5% for yourself, but giving it 100% to God. If you didn't raise your hand, you need God to move on something, slip it up and back down. I'm giving you another chance. God sees it. Don't be defeated. God sees. God sees. God sees. Hands still going up. You see, we come to church. It's a huge soul-filling station. So we come to get closer to God, and we come to talk to Him. We come to get educated in His Word, to be spiritually armed so that we can go out and face things. If that's you this morning, maybe you're not armed. Maybe you're not where you need to be with God, but you want to be. Is that you? You need God to move on something in your life. That's a roadblock between you and where you need to be. It's something that you pick up every day. When you wake up, you pick it up. When you go home at night, even if it's the simplest things as sitting in front of a computer screen, it's something that you think nobody's watching. Is that you? If that's you and you raised your hand, it's not about embarrassment. It's not about, oh, who's looking at me, who's got problems. You see, the solution is talking to God. It's putting all your trust in Him to calm your storm. If you're not saved this morning and you want to be saved, slip your hand up and back down. God sees it. God sees it. God sees it. If that's you, there's nobody watching. It's just me. God sees it. Anybody else? There's nobody looking but me. If you're wanting to be saved, you don't want your name written in the Lamb's Book of Life. This is what it's all about. To prepare for a greater homecoming in the sky. He sent His only Son to die on the cross for you. Just for you. If that's you this morning, you say, Brother Adam, I don't know you, but I want to know this man Jesus. Is that you this morning? Slip your hand up and back down. There's nobody looking but me. God sees that. I see it, brother. I see that hand. God bless you. Over 10 folks already that just want to be saved. Probably 50 that need God to move on something in their life today. So that tells you why this part of service is important, because the chances of somebody being in the pew in front of you, behind you, left or right, they do not need distractions because they need God to move today. If you raise your hand this morning, whether you want just to be saved or you need God to move, here's the part that I'm making it easy. Would you just tell somebody, I need to go pray? Just step out. If somebody sitting next to you, say, would you go with me? I promise you that they will. If they don't, they need to be praying right beside of you. If that's you, you raise your hand and you need God. There's folks stepping out from the back. It's all right. The Spirit of God is so strong. I don't know if you can feel it as much as what I feel back here. But God's trying to set some folks free. To break some chains. If that's you, you raise your hand. The altar, there's plenty of room. Make your way. If you see somebody praying, do not let them pray alone. If you raise your hand, you need God to move today. You feel the tears going down your face. That's God knocking, friend. There's no guarantee you'll ever knock again. This could be the one last chance that you've got. We had a 21-year-old girl saved less than 4 weeks ago in a service. Less than 2 weeks after she was saved, she went home. 21 years old. If that's you, you raise your hand. Don't be defeated this morning. You say, I've got to know Jesus. Would you go with me? Would you grab my hand? Would you go pray? I promise you that they will. Do you feel that tug on your life? God's wanting to help you. He's wanting to give you strength in your weakness. Is that you? There's so many folks that's raised their hand that's not came up. I'm just telling you, just grab somebody and say, I've got to go. I don't want to walk alone. They will. Ask yourself the question, am I right with God? Without a shadow of doubt. No smoke screens, no faking it out. Not letting everybody know that things are just peachy when they're not. Ask yourself, am I right with God? Do I know if I were to leave right now that I'm okay with Him? There's folks still wanting to come from the back. It's okay. I'll talk as long as I've got breath to let you come to God. If you see young people stepping out, make sure somebody's praying. Just following God, just giving Him time. There's several more folks, young people, raise your hand. I'm giving you time. Push somebody out. Say, I've got to go. You've been going to church for 50 years, but you've never given your life to God, never been saved and baptized. Today's your day. It's an opportunity to come to God. Is that you? Is that you this morning? There's folks that struggle, and I just see the tears coming down your face that you want to step out and you're afraid, well, I'm with my boyfriend or my wife or my spouse, whatever, and I don't want to leave them standing here. Let me tell you, you stand accountable for you. It's your eternity. It's your forever. Are you ready, young people? High school.